Yeah, I have the truck. Where you at?
I'm at Flica.
Okay, I'm gonna come down and deposit some money. I'm like freaking out, dude.
Yeah, just relax.
How do I get bank trucks 2 days in a row?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, but
I told you the luck comes and goes.
yeah. Just don't get pulled over on the way, and fuck it, whatever. Yeah, I have no idea what we're about to fucking do. I mean, I don't even have my. I don't even think I have my gun on me right now.
I mean, I don't know, man. I
don't have my gun on me.
I kind of want to look at it, to be honest. I just want to see it. Oh, cop behind us. I'm gonna slow it down. What do I do? What do I do?
Pull over.
Fuck it. Okay. I want to get this bank truck.
Well, I mean.
Driver. Engine off, windows down.
Oh my god.
What'd you say?
Keep the engine off and windows down.
It's not a ticket because it's a stolen car. Say my buddy gave it to me. Oh, they've never heard that before.
All right, give me a second. Just typing all this stuff in. My MDW is pretty slow, so it takes a bit. Neil, what did you do to this?
Jesus Christ. Okay. Just driver.
Driver of the vehicle, throw the keys
What do
out
you
the
think?
ignition.
What do you think? Driver what?
No, don't just drive.
Oh, I
No,
think
don't just drive. Do not just drive.
Ignition off. Take the ignition. Hands up. Hands up. Now you're gonna keep looking forward and you're gonna look through your eyes and you're gonna take 6 steps back. Do it now.
What the fuck is happening?
Take 3 more steps backwards. Do it now. Take 2 more steps backwards. Do it now. Stop.
What the fuck is happening here?
Passenger of the vehicle, put your hands up and exit the vehicle slowly. Do it now. Hands raised. Now you're gonna keep looking forward and you're gonna look through your eyes. Do not face us.
Alright, alright.
Now you're gonna take 2 steps forward. You're gonna take 6 steps to your left. Do it now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now you're gonna take 5 steps backwards. Do it now. Martel, take it.
All right, sir. 1 step to the right. Now 2 steps back.
Do we do the hokey
Stop right
pokey?
there, sir.
Alright.
Keep your hands raised.
Cha-cha slide.
I'm gonna place him in the vehicle. Stand by.
Yeah, what's going on here?
All right, he is in the vehicle. Proceed.
And anyone else in the vehicle, sound off. You're gonna be met with lethal force.
What the fuck is
Final
happening?
warning, if you do not sound off, you're gonna be met with lethal force. Sound off now. Alright, I'll stay on trunk and everyone to my left can clear the cockpit.
Which way are we going, clockwise or
clockwise?
So are you taking this or are we taking it? Okay.
All
Ready,
this
to my
for
left.
speeding?
It's ready.
Let's already go.
Okay, I think
Oh, it's already dead.
I'll move up left.
Oh, it's already dead. Okay.
Not too soon.
All this for speeding?
I'm gonna open the bed of the truck.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
All right, sir, you were just the passenger in the situation, but I'm not the lead officer, so I'm just gonna read you your rights. You're not under arrest. You're just detained right now, okay?
Okay, yeah, all right.
All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the state if available. Do you understand your rights? I've read them to you today.
Yeah. Is it? This was for a red light?
Yep, thank you.
No, sir. The vehicle's flagged as stolen.
Okay. Oh my
All right,
god,
stand by.
that's not. I thought that was his truck. This is bullshit.
All right, sir. Okay, so you didn't know this vehicle was stolen. How do you know this guy?
You know, just one of the guys in town that people know. You know what I mean? The same way I know everybody in town. You see them across the street and you say hi from time to time, and occasionally you catch rides with them going up north.
So what you just described as a friend.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I consider, you know, most everyone I see in town a friend, though. You know what I mean? I got lots of friends. You know, have we ever met?
We've met before, I believe.
Yeah.
But how long you know this guy?
We're good friends. This guy, I don't know. I think I first saw him a couple weeks ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay, what's his name?
Xavier.
Oh,
Xavier,
I'm sorry,
okay.
but I
Yeah.
don't give Jerry's over the
Where did he
phone.
pick you up at?
Picked me up at the apartments.
I can't remember the last
Okay, where were you guys
charity I
headed?
donated to, but
Up north.
Good one.
Okay. Just stay right here for me, okay?
Alrighty. You gotta be fucking kidding me! We should have just sold the info.
All right, sir. You got any weapons on you?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and frisk you. Normally, obviously, if this was this vehicle, it was just like a fucked up plate situation, I wouldn't be doing this. But since you're in a stolen vehicle and you know you could be concealing things from him, I am just gonna frisk you. Okay, I'm not gonna search you, just frisk you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons or anything.
Okay. Thank you for your cooperation, by the way.
No worries. Yeah, absolutely. And that was a bit of a shock, you know. Never seen that many cops hop out.
Yeah, this hedge fund was like interested in
All right, sir.
financing, but I had to
just
say
give me 1
late
second here,
because
and
my
then I'll
dad,
catch you
right,
loose,
is like
okay?
a big time
All right.
investor.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, sir, I'm gonna have to search you now. You have anything
Okay.
on you?
Nope.
All right. So, where'd you guys? Where were you coming from again?
I was coming from the apartments and I was heading up north. I was just catching a ride.
Okay. Where were you catching a ride to?
Harmony?
Where did you get this? Oh my God! Oh my God! Help me! Sir, where did you get this? Where'd you get this bag of marked bills?
Bag of marked bills?
He has some too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a shit ton of drugs in the car as well.
Yeah, they're
Like a shit
holy
ton.
shit.
That
gonna
I
take
found
documentation
that I
of
found
that.
at the Flicka bank over there when I was dropping off some money. You know what I mean? I was making a withdrawal and I found this on the ground and I was like, huh. And so I picked it up.
Okay. Well, sir, at this time, we're gonna take you down to MRPD for some questioning. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Go ahead and put you in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't want anyone to go out there and spend it. You know, I wanted to
I
give
had
it to one of my
basically
officer
fuck a guy
friends.
to get you.
We probably should have ran. So how's your day going today?
It's good. Sorry, there's drama on the radio right now.
Yeah, no, I've heard there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening lately. I was hoping the demolition derby between the LSPD and BCSO was gonna settle it, but
Oh yeah, did that ever did that happen or no?
yeah, it happened last Wednesday. It was fun. It was awesome.
Who won?
The LSPD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just touch 46176 MRPD 195. All right. At this time, I am gonna let you know that you are under arrest now for suspicion
Wait, under arrest?
of sale of drugs and or stolen
Suspicion?
property and or trafficking.
And/or, I mean, that's a lot of and/ors.
Well, I
you
gotta
know?
look over my charges, and you know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Suspicion,
I mean,
you know, and or.
Yeah, I think you know, none of those are what I was doing or true.
Well, you know, we'll find
Yeah, I
out.
mean, you know, you're talking about me finding
11 over.
one or two bills in a bank somebody must have dropped and just trying to do my civic duty to return them.
Yeah, but I also
Yeah.
found a VPN on you and a delivery list and a bunch of Oxy.
Well, yeah, I mean, but a
in the car you were
VPN, a
in.
VPN's just so I can watch Canadian Netflix. You know what I mean? They just don't have the shows I like down here in Los
but that
Santos.
is,
You know,
according to the law, it is kind of like the
it's illegal to have a
trifecta.
VPN.
It's not illegal to have a VPN, but when you have a VPN, dirty money, and you're in a vehicle with drugs and a delivery list,
just in
you
a
know,
vehicle.
right? It
Yeah,
all
I
adds
mean-
up from there. Can you see?
You know, I'm just hitching a ride. You know, practically like an Uber driver to me. You know.
Well, we'll go over it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure you're telling
Sounds-
me the truth, sir.
Yeah.
I've done stops like.
Oh yeah, just getting buff here, getting buff in jail. No, they didn't plant anything on the truck. We had tons of shit on us. Mick Flair, 15-time champ, getting ripped here in jail where he shouldn't be. Sounds like they told me they know everything, so he's saying like a bird. I know.
Yo.
Xavier.
How
Yeah.
long is this report? Jesus Christ.
No, I wouldn't piss
Oh,
them
I'm
off.
sorry, sir.
Yeah,
I
I
want
would.
to talk
That
to
would
a
be
cop
nice.
right now.
You
No,
guys
I-
want to?
Not, I'm not saying anything. Let it be known I'm just over here pumping iron.
I don't know who that was, to be honest. I'm just doing push-ups.
Xavier, you invoked your Fifth Amendment. We can't even talk
Can
anyway.
Can I talk to you? I want to
What's
talk.
up?
Now.
Okay, sir. Since I have enough, in my opinion, to articulate a few things here. Obviously, you're gonna get the possession of the dirty money. It's gonna be in the second degree, which is the lesser charge. I'm also gonna get you with accomplice to sale of drugs because I have enough
Whoa.
to articulate as it stands that you guys were selling those. You have all the tools necessary to do so.
I didn't
And,
even have a gun on me. How am I? What am I doing? I'm out there. You can check. I have a weapons license. I'm walking around without a weapon. I could go buy a gun whenever I want. I don't even have a gun on me. I'm not going to sell drugs.
What does a gun have to do with selling drugs, sir?
Well, because you would probably in a
I've
town.
arrested- I've jammed up so many people. They don't carry guns with that.
Do they have a fucking gun license? A legal gun license?
What does that have to do with you selling drugs?
I think it proves that I'm not out there doing anything illegal because
let me
most
see.
people
What's your
that would
name?
do illegal things. Mick Flair, 15-time champion. And while, yes, I have done illegal things in the past, I've been trying to get expunged for weeks now.
Right.
But there's never a lawyer and a judge in town at the same time. I have I've done many events here, including the Demolition Derby between the LSPD and BCSO. I run the Vinewood Racetrack. I've done lots of great events. We did the Soze race. We did the Better Business Joust. I've done many things to help the community. I hold many jobs here in the community.
Now you're running around with the guy.
I'm running around.
selling Oxy.
I went. All I did is I went to a bank. I went from the apartments to a bank. I saw this one goddamn bill on the bank. It could have fallen out. I worked for a company called Vaultec that's familiar with those things and destroys them for
Vaultec.
people. Yeah, they destroy those things for people. And I didn't want anyone to get in the wrong hands. And then I was simply taking a ride up north. And I can't be held responsible for taking a ride in the wrong fucking car that's gonna get 9 cops drawing guns on them. I mean, with all due respect here, officers, I've done nothing but a model citizen for weeks now. Yes, and I'm sitting here being accosted, accomplice of sales. I don't know what that motherfucker's doing. I'm just trying to catch a ride up north. I see a guy I know. I'm like, hey, you got a car? Let me go up north. I can go up north.
Mark, get into a random guy's car. Do you have any alibi for when this guy was selling the drugs?
I have no idea when. Well, how would I have an alibi for when he's selling drugs when this is the
if you weren't
first
in the
time I
car
know
while
about
he was
it?
doing it, then clearly you should have an alibi or somebody to
Yeah.
be able to corroborate
All
that
right.
you weren't in the car while he
All
was
right.
doing it.
Yeah, you can literally talk to anyone who came out of the apartments, and a half hour ago. Oh, hey, Ursula, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Mick. How are you?
Just hanging out, enjoying
Just
the day.
hanging out.
Yeah,
Yep.
enjoying the day. Just woke
I'm
up.
enjoying. Yep. Same here.
You
Same here.
know, you can literally talk to anyone who came out of the apartments, and a half hour ago, that they saw Mick Flair, 15-time champion, woo, flying right out. I mean, how can I? You're asking me when was he doing it? Yeah, you're saying give me an alibi for when he was selling drugs. I don't fucking know when he was selling drugs. So if you tell me when he was, I'll give you an alibi of where I was at. I can give you a breakdown of what I've done so far today.
Okay.
All right, here,
Who is
actually,
this guy, by the way?
I woke up, and then I got in a car. I went to the bank, and then I came here. There you go. There's my alibi for everything.
That you went from apartments to afterwards. Why'd you change cars?
What do you mean, why did I change cars?
Did you get 2 different taxis, or?
Literally the car I got in. I didn't get a taxi at all. I was like, oh, hey, I know you. Are you going up north? He said, yes.
Oh,
so I said, okay, name? Xavier, right?
I don't know.
Well, you know, what do you?
What's his name? I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I told you, Xavier.
All right.
I don't know either. Then, I mean, is that not his name? Does he have a different name? Because that's the name I know him by.
Sir, any reason there would be 3 bottles of Oxy in the glove box? Did you put those in there?
No, I did not put any bottles of Oxy in the glove box. I actually, when I first moved to town, the very first week I moved to town, I'm a professional wrestler. I'm 15-time champion. I've been all over the world. I've been thrown off Hell in the Cell, 2002. You probably saw the gifs. Woo, by God, he almost died, Very, very popular. And I used to have...
I remember Macho Man.
Yeah, well, Randy Ravage? Yeah, that motherfucker's in town, too. I'm going to beat his ass next time I see him as well.
Oh my God, he's alive?
It's a sanctioned match,
You are not going to beat Macho Man. You take that back out of your disgusting mouth.
Yeah, this is only
Macho Man is the hero of this town.
Only a 16-time champion, whereas I am a 15-time champion. I'm going to run through Randy Ravage. I'm going to run through Wayne the Cock Johnson. And then I'm going all the way up to the top to take down the fella and reclaim the Los Santos World Heavyweight Championship. But that's neither here nor there. What were we talking about? Oh, yes.
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 Did you talk to me?
I had it. So I had, at one point in time, I did have a minor problem with pain pills. But I have since gone to rehab and recovered from that. So, no, I don't like to be around them at all because it messes with my sobriety.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this feels... unfortunately, you need to maybe not take rides from random people. You know that, right? Because it just does not look good.
Well, I mean...
Who was the other person you got into a car with before this? Did you drive the other car?
No, again, I didn't mention that. I told you, I got out of the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I saw someone I knew. I needed a ride up north because my car is parked in Harmony.
Okay.
And so I wanted to go up north, and I said, hey, guy, could I perhaps go up north with you? And then he said, okay.
It's kind of that kind of sounds like every time someone steals a car.
Come here.
I'm not, but I mean, oh yeah, man, okay. All right, I'm here.
Okay, is there any reason that your friend over here is telling me that he found 16 marked bills or got them and then gave you one of them to look at?
I don't know if he's just trying to be nice or what. I mean, I found them on the ground of the bank, so it's possible that he found them there and he's just trying to help me out. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not. He could have found them in the same spot I found that one in, and that's why I only had one.
Okay, so you were at the bank together. You didn't find them together? Or?
I mean, he knows. No, I didn't hear what he said, but he might know that I work at Vault Tech. We've done a lot of work around town lately. He might have just been, trying to.
That doesn't make any sense, Mick.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he would say that. I don't know. I mean, people are, maybe he feels guilty that he just dragged me here in a clear drug deal, and I'm gonna go down with him in a stolen car when I thought I was just getting a nice ride to Harmony. I don't know.
Okay. All right, hold on. All right, go ahead.
What?
Okay. Do you want me to man up?
I don't know what I don't know what you want me to say.
Listen, do you want a selfie?
Come over here.
Do you want a selfie? Is that what you want? Do you need an autograph or a selfie with a 15-time champion?
He wanted to come over here and assert that these charges are going to stick. They are going to stick. These charges are going to stick.
Yeah,
that guy stick for what?
Look, this guy kind of fucked you, okay? I don't
How
know
did this
if
guy?
he's a friend or not. Clearly not a friend. It clearly must have been just some random dude because he doesn't give a shit about you.
Okay, I don't. You know what? I'll just get a lawyer. I'll take my trial. Then, because this is I don't know what else to do. I mean, I'd love to talk to a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
There are none available.
Lovely. You guys just come over here. You're asking me for an alibi for times that I'm literally in my apartment, and then I walk out. I give you everything I've done today. I literally explain to you. I woke up. Here, I'll tell you. I woke up. I took a shit. I wiped my fucking ass, all right? I cleaned my goddamn balls, cleaned my face, make sure I smelled fucking great, you know, because I wanted to walk out of there.
To the point where you got to this guy who was selling drugs car and then got arrested for it?
I put on my pants one leg at a time. Then I looked in the mirror and I said, God damn, you're a fucking 15-time champion. I walked out of the apartments feeling like $1 million fucking bucks, right? Then I saw someone and I said, hey, Xavier, right? And he goes, yeah. I go, hey, are you going up north? He goes, yes. I go, hey, can you give me a ride? And do you mind if we stop at the bank so I can take out a little bit of cash? I took out that cash so I could give him some money for giving me the ride, because that's a nice thing to do. Then, all of a sudden, we're going, I don't know, slightly over the speed limit, 55, 60, and then I have 4 cops with guns pointed at me. 15-time champion, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. Just for being a passenger in a car and having a VPN to watch Canadian Netflix. You know how much good wrestling is up in Canada that I can't watch down here?
What about the marked bills?
Marked bill? One single thing? Yeah, one single thing of it?
Why do you have that?
I explained that. I literally
explain it again.
All right, I was in the bank. When I was in the bank, I found one single marked bill on the goddamn ground.
And you think that was a good idea to pick it up?
Do I think it's a better idea to leave a marked bill in a bank when I literally know where to dispose of them and they have multiple officers that I could contact and dispose of that once I got in my own vehicle? Probably, you know, I just didn't think that, hey, I didn't want to inconvenience this guy over here to drive me. Oh, hey, can you also drive me to MRPD? Which hindsight, he probably wouldn't have because, you know, the whole, you know, truck full of drugs and everything.
Okay, well, that's not the story we got from him.
Well, I don't give, you know what, so what, I don't give a shit what story you got from him. I'm also giving you my story, you know what I mean?
Right. You have the bills on you and you can't have those. You know that,
yes, I know. That's why I would it like I said, it was one, and after I got to my car, I would have disposed of it. Most likely with one of my officer friends. You can ask Officer Hardcastle. You know, I've turned in electronic equipment to him.
Why were you guys
related to those
right next to the
things.
scene of a drug sale call?
You know what? You can ask me these questions. You know what? You can ask me these questions all day, and every question, the answer is still going to be because I was getting a ride up to Harmony. You can ask me. You're asking me questions that I literally there's no possible way for me to know the answer to. Because you're just making up times and making up things and being like, well, where were you during this? I don't know. What time was that? How many minutes before that was that? Where was the location? Where was the location?
Car,
yeah, you know,
they go,
I don't have a stolen car.
A friend.
Well, I don't. Yeah, but did I say that? I didn't say that.
No, but it was.
But yeah, what your argument you're making right now? You're trying to make me explain where I am without telling me where and when these things happen, which is impossible for me to do, sir. So if you give me where that call was and what time it happened, I could tell you where I was. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. So
why would I give you all that information?
Well, because otherwise it's literally impossible for me to answer your question. I mean, I could say I was in, you know, La La Fairyland dancing with a bunch of trolls.
You got out of the apartment, jumped in this guy's car.
Yes.
So then we found you up near Vinewood, near a drug sale call.
Yeah, okay. So listen, again, apartment, Fleeka, you guys. That's literally my entire fucking day.
Well, you're missing out the part where you guys sold drugs together.
No, you're making up the part where we sold drugs together.
Is that guy gone? You plead guilty?
Yep.
Oh, not good. Okay, well, look, sir, we are going to be pressing these accomplice to sale of drugs call.
All right, cool. And I will be pleading very not guilty to those, and I'd like my lawyer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can hire a lawyer.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You can take this to court.
Yep.
Okay. I would love for you to do so.
Answer your mythical questions. Yeah, my lawyer will be able to answer all the mythical questions of these made up places that you have me at. You just know that you have me right now in a passenger seat of a car. That's all I've done. I'm just was in a passenger seat of a car. I literally woke up, took a shower, took a shit, walked out of my apartment, hopped in what I thought was a friend's vehicle, and this is it. And that's what you're gonna do.
It's interesting that this guy sold some drugs, drove down to the apartments, picked you up, still had some of the drugs that he was selling on him.
I'm the fucking 15-time champion. He probably thought he was doing me a favor. You know what I mean?
You think he would stop in the middle to stop at the apartments while he's dealing drugs? You think that's a smart move by him? You know,
do you know how?
Absolutely no fucking sense.
Do you know? You know what? You should talk to Officer Lenny Hawk. Ask him how big a fan he is of Mick Flair, the 15-time champion. You'd be surprised how many people around town will just stop and do anything that I ask.
Right. Okay. Well, it's just weird that he drove all the way down there mid drug sale.
Well, where else should where was he supposed to be? How do you know where his drug sales were supposed to be? I mean, you're answering your own question.
We got a call.
Oh, so what? I mean, you get what? I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything. How do you know that call was about it? I could give a shit what your fucking call was because it doesn't make any sense. It still doesn't place me anywhere or put me in anywhere. I'm just trying to. It places me. It places me from the apartments to the bank to getting pulled over. That's the only places it places me.
With you?
Yeah, he was.
He was with you at the bank.
I don't know. There could have been some guy. I just said he just dropped me off. Like, I literally explained that. You're trying to get me to. This is what I get. What you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to contradict myself or talk in circles by you just making up these random fucking questions. But again, I'm explaining to you multiple times where I am, where I was, and where I was going. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna plead not guilty. I mean, I think what you're doing right here is bullshit and a little bit too aggressive. And not really fair to someone who was just a passenger in a vehicle that he had no idea was being used for anything.
Okay, so you weren't aware of this guy doing anything in the car. You had no idea what was going on. You just blindly got into some random guy's friend, quote unquote, car and was driving around.
Let me ask you a question. How many acquaintances are in your phone right now, officer? Like people that you've met, but you don't necessarily know everything about them in town. A lot, probably, right? How long you lived here?
Right.
Yeah,
well,
a lot.
I would hope that they wouldn't get me into trouble, and if they did, I'd be fucked, and they wouldn't be my friend anymore, right?
Well, I don't think either one of us, forecasted. Obviously, if I thought there was a chance that I would be sitting in a cell for the better part of my morning, I perhaps would have used the new taxi app.
Probably a better idea, a way better idea.
That would have been a significantly better idea in hindsight.
Yeah.
Yes.
But unfortunately, you're going to be going on here and to be getting jammed up for these charges. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to love to jam up the court system with my lawyer. I mean, this is the most asshole-ish thing ever.
Okay. You want to give him his charges?
Yeah. Read them off.
We do. I gotta think about something first. It's on there.
Okay. It's going to be possession of dirty money in the 2nd degree.
Fair.
And sale of drugs.
Not fair.
Accomplice.
Yeah. So, do you have any pictures of me selling drugs?
No.
You have no. I just want to make sure you have no pictures of me selling drugs. Right. You have. Right. I had no drugs on me.
This guy admits that he was selling drugs, and you were in his car.
So all that I've heard so far is that I was in a car, which I've fully admitted to getting in a car.
Which was selling drugs.
The car physically sells drugs. Like the car gets out and sells drugs.
Was selling drugs. Okay, but drugs in the back of it.
But I didn't witness that happen, nor did I.
I mean, how am I supposed to? Of course,
nor did you witness me happen.
I would. Of course, you're going to tell me you didn't do it. Why would you tell me you did do it?
Well, why? You see, because why would you tell me that I did do it if I didn't do it though? Why are you're the one making all the assumptions here, whereas I'm just telling you what exactly has happened. You're making up this grandiose story in your head to try and pin a charge on the 15-time champion. Are you? I mean, like, what are you? Are you a fan? Are you just a fan of Bulk Hogan? Is that it? Are you just a Bulk Hogan super fan?
I don't even know who. I hate wrestling.
That's it. I see. Another wrestling hater. Yeah, I see. I understand.
What about content creator fighting?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Like TikTokers and YouTubers fighting. That shit's cool as hell, man.
TikTok.
Wouldn't that just be a cat fight? Because none of them know how to fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. None of them are that good. You know, but at least if one of them gets knocked out, like everybody wins, I guess. But anyway, you know, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, did you pull him over on Vinewood? Was he currently selling drugs at Vinewood? I'm just curious about that. Was he getting out and selling drugs? Is that where you pulled him over?
I'm not telling you that, first of all.
No, because I know where you pulled him over because I was in the fucking car, remember?
Okay.
So, yeah, so you didn't pull him over. You pulled him over on the street after he was speeding. So you didn't pull him over at a drug call. You don't have any pictures. Leaving the scene of a
drug call.
Leaving the scene of a drug call? Is that what he was doing? Or was he leaving a bank? Because I know for a fact he wasn't leaving a scene of a drug call.
Bank?
He was leaving a fucking bank. A Fleeka.
Which one?
The one right next to fucking Vinewood.
The vault?
No, the one that's like right. Hey, you know what? I can't pull out my map. But if I could pull out my map, I would point it to you. But the one like below the golf course area. That one in that area. I don't know what cross streets that is. All of them are pretty much on Haywick, right?
That's Boulevard del Perro.
All right, yeah. Well, yeah, whichever one that is, you know.
Okay, give me a
not
second.
too long before that.
Hayes.
Oh my god.
I guess that's my cue to go over there.
Yeah, you should go over.
No. The last drug call that I saw was in...
Annoyed, thank you so much. 13 months. Oh, so there wasn't a drug call is what I just heard. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, that's going to be great information. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm lying, chat.
All right, Mick. So, currently, you will be looking at possession of dirty money in the second degree.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 12 months in Bolingbroke Penitentiary, 24-month parole, and a $900 fine. How do you plead?
For just possession of dirty money. That's the only thing I'm pleading for.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Nothing else.
All right. Then that's the only charge I'm getting here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll plead guilty to that one.
All right. Get
One single bag. 12 months for one single bag you find on the ground.
You really can't.
Have any of it? Yeah.
No, you can't have it at all.
I know. I mean, I was, you know, I mean, again, you can ask Hardcastle when he comes in.
Up to Bolingbroke for 12 months for possession of dirty money in the second degree.
I just when Hardcastle comes to town, you can ask him and he'll tell you that I would have turned that into him. I just want you to make sure you ask him that very specific question because I've turned in electronic equipment to him, turned in other things to him. You know, it's just I just want you guys to feel that
something to cover your ass, because if you're gonna just do that for one police officer, the issue is you suddenly have all the other force not aware of it.
Oh, I'm not doing it. I wasn't doing it for one police officer. I'm just saying I've turned it into him before. I was going to come down and turn it in again. You know, it's not like I've never done that, is what I'm saying. You know, but
all right. So
I don't want to
cover.
Yeah, I don't want to go through
your ass by just notifying 301 that hey, I have this thing I want to turn into a police officer when you're able to, and not just walk around with it.
Yeah.
Because if you are caught with this and there's nothing to prove that you were trying to get in contact with a police officer to hand this in, you're going to be looking at the charge every single time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not much I can do, you know.
Yes, it's just the nature of the beast at this point.
That's, you know, not so sure every cop is trustworthy here. I mean, you just had one blatantly lie about getting a call when I could hear you guys say the last one was in Sandy Shores. You know, that doesn't exactly breed trust of the department here to locals.
It doesn't, but that's also just us trying to figure out what exactly was happening, and
no, he was
not necessarily.
He was making up bullshit to try and stick a bullshit charge on me. That's what was happening. I mean, you know it, I know it. This guy back here knows it. You know, it's you know, I get everyone's got to do their job, but yeah, I mean, we all just saw that though. I mean, you guys, he blatantly made up a bunch of bullshit. He made up that I said I was in a different car. I never said that. He made up a lot of shit right there, and kind of ridiculous.
Well, that's an honest thing that people don't seem to understand is that we can
They-
lie. We can.
Yeah. Oh, you
try
guys
and
can frame. Yeah, just frame
pressure-
people. Yeah, exactly.
You're
Yeah.
not getting framed. He was pressuring you
So
to
you're-
see if you would slip up.
I just want to make sure you're allowed to just make. Yeah, but you're allowed. He wasn't just making. He was trying to slip me up. He was trying to use that as an excuse to stick charges on me. That's not trying to get me to slip up.
You're not getting charges stuck on you, sir. The only
I know.
charges were the one that you were in possession of, and
Yeah.
that's it.
I know. I'm just saying. You two seem like really good cops. Honestly, I feel like y'all have treated me, genuinely fair. But if I was you, I'd be ashamed to have been around that sort of bullshit right there.
I wouldn't
they
be ashamed
blatantly
because
lied
I've
to
done
me.
the same thing. I've tried to throw charges at people
That
get
you know
them
are
to
fake.
Sweat it out.
Yeah, that you
Not
know are fake.
but it's not necessarily fake. It's because you were in the area of whatever other crime was happening. So it's trying to figure out if you were a part of that scenario. So a lot of times it comes off as abrasive and annoying and like a really shitty scenario for you
Yeah.
because it's going to be very accusatory and it's going to be flipping the story consistently to see if we can get your story to change.
I think they call that entrapment,
That is not
something of that.
entrapment.
Oh yeah, no, some of that. No, you're right.
Entrapment
No,
would
sorry.
be like, hey, go commit
immoral.
this crime, and
Yeah,
then
immoral.
immoral maybe, but in
okay.
the end, it's like we're playing with a scenario that we don't have a shit ton of evidence for, and we're trying to figure out what exactly happened.
Hear me out on this one. Do you ever think there's so much crime in town because the line between cops and criminals is pretty much a perfect circle on a Venn diagram? Like, when people feel like that, you know what I mean? They kind of start to lose respect for what the badge means. And they start to lose respect for, what you guys say. And that's got to make it hard because then you think everyone's against you, but really you guys are always against us, And that's got to make it really hard to go through, not just go through life, but also, like, it makes it hard to actually ever make a dent in any of this crime here in the city.
So
you have no trust.
It's pretty much the same, two faces of the same coin. Because a lot of the times, cops feel like a lot of people are against what they're trying to do about cops trying to protect civilians and make sure that people are held accountable for the actions that they committed. And then you have people just being like, oh, well, you didn't get the person because X, Y, and Z, so you're not really here for us or something like that. It's easy to just say, oh, this is just corrupt police officers. A lot of the times it's not corrupt police officers. It's a police officer trying to get the full scope and not being able to trust anybody in the city because a lot of people just spew bullshit to either get themselves out or their friends out because nobody really has a moral compass that is very cemented in place.
You can see how let's say a quarter of the cops are deemed corrupt, how that would make it very hard to trust any of the rest of them. And maybe if there was a bit more conscious effort, to alleviate that concern or those types of things or those types of situations from the rest of you, that maybe there could be an actual change or progress made in the city.
Well, that starts with communication.
Yeah,
right
well,
there.
I mean, that would start with, your guys' communication. Like, I'm sure you've seen officers do things that you would deem immoral or wrong. And, instead of saying
people that are
anything.
supposed to be good people do things that are immoral and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's hard to have a judgment of what is moral and what is not moral because most of the time it's about who is affected by whatever action is committed. Would I say that what happened to you right now was immoral? No, I would say that it was
I don't know. I mean,
not
make it
necessarily good experience for you, but it was honestly police work. That is what police work is.
That's what police work is.
Sometimes it's about grilling people and not being the nice person. I would like to be the nice person all the time, but the actuality of it is most of the time I got to be a fucking asshole to people because somebody won't listen to me, or they'll state one story and then the next moment they state another one, and then the next moment they said another one, and it's, well, okay, I now have 3 different stories I got to figure out what exactly happened by all that.
I know, but I didn't do that at any point. You know,
No, but
gave you
he
the
was
same
trying to make
story.
sure that your story was sounded and solid. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, so if I would have taken that to trial, he definitely wouldn't have said, "Oh, we got a call in that area."
He can't do that. 'Cause
Okay.
it would have to be backed by evidence from dispatch. That's the thing. You're not looking at those charges because we don't have any evidence stating that there was a call in that area.
My thing is, how many people in this town are too broke to afford a lawyer? You know, I'm very lucky. I own a business in town. I'm able to make a little bit of life for myself. You know, I'd be able to afford a good lawyer and get off a bullshit charge like that. How many people in this town just plead guilty to be done with it? Just plead guilty.
You know your Miranda
Just plead
rights?
guilty to, yeah, I know my rights.
You have a right to a lawyer regardless if you can afford
No,
it.
I know, but you know, have you seen some of these fucking, like I had David Thoreau represent me in the first one as a public defendant, and let me tell you, that guy had me go up there and literally incriminate myself on the stand. He asked the question, these fucking public lawyers are fucking garbage, and I'm pretty sure half of them work for the city anyway and just get a kickback from the DA to get us pled guilty. It was ridiculous. Oh my god, I wish you could. I wish you could have seen that.
There's a lot of police officers that hate the DAs because
my
they
God.
don't necessarily have a lot of experience with like contesting stuff and saying like objection and stuff like that.
Well, you know what? Can I tell you a secret?
It's a lot of it's experience. That's
Dude,
what it is, and that's why you need a retainer lawyer.
I know, I can understand that because the DA who was trying my case fucking sucked. He was so stupid, and if my lawyer wasn't slightly dumber, it was like watching fucking Jim Carrey and the other guy in that one movie back in the 90s with the dead bird and stuff. Just like outwork themselves. Yeah, outwork themselves on who could fuck up more, you know what I mean? Unfortunately for me, my guy went last, so.
That's the thing everywhere. If you are rich and you can afford a good lawyer, then you are going to sleaze right through every fucking charge that is possible to put against you.
And that's the city you want to protect, right? That's the laws
That's
you're trying
the
to protect.
world. It's literally the world. You have multi-billionaires running around doing stupid ass heinous crimes and they get scot-free because they have like 7 different lawyers that all cost almost $500,000 to represent them.
Is that why we have so many street cops here and none, like, no Rico detectives?
Probably.
Is that why you guys, you know?
I don't know how it is.
Like, why doesn't anyone?
Guess,
you know what? Like, I mean, let's be real. Like, how long has this oxy trade been going on in the city?
Probably since the day of when Oxy started.
And why doesn't anyone find this oxy supplier? Why does that never happen?
No one has said. I've asked every single person I've arrested for Oxy, and they're just like, nah, I don't want to tell you that. I'm going to get killed. Even if I just let them walk or I pay them. Like, it's not,
I don't know.
It's not something people will just be giving that information out. So that means it's undercover work, and not a lot of people can do undercover.
Yeah, the city has the loosest lips of any goddamn city I've ever been in. I mean, I just find it strange, you know, like, it's just very crazy to me how those things
They have
happen.
loose lips depending on who you are. Like, that's the main thing. If you're not somebody that's wearing a badge that can kind of sweet talk people to tell you whatever, and you have a reputation, then a lot of the times things will be open up for you. But if you're like, for me, if I'm going into a scenario, people aren't going to necessarily trust that I'm going to be reasonable with them.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if their first interaction with you is you making up stuff about why you're charging them, you know? Catch more flies with honey.
Well, Mick, you know, because since we've been talking, I'm just going to reduce your time to 5, okay?
I appreciate it. Oh, no, it's fine. You know, I don't mind. I get some slushies, you know, it'll be nice and wonderful in there.
All right,
you know, maybe play a concert for the inmates, you know, see the lifers.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, maybe talk to them about work release programs that are happening. Maybe they can come to the track, do some lawn work.
Well, if you ever get information that you want to pass around...
Oh, fuck no. I'm never going to pass you guys information.
See,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Well,
exactly.
Well, here's the thing.
Here we go. Here we go, man.
No, if you would have... You literally just spent 20 minutes trying to railroad me over a made-up fucking call. You know what I mean? Like, why would I? I don't... There's... Like, the trust between you and me, our first... And this isn't our first impression, but, like, the whole relationship where we could have any sort of trust is completely gone. If I find anything, you know, a vault tech's doing work, we find anything now, there's no way I would come to you, because what was going to happen to me? I'm going to get railroaded with some bullshit charges so you guys can look at them, go smile, put them up to the DA, take your 15% and move away. You guys don't care about the fucking, you don't give a shit about justice. You give a shit about putting people in here and sending them up to Bolingbrook. You don't care about actually making the play. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it after this experience. I'm being nice as I can. You guys tried to bone fuck me.
Well, you didn't get bone fucked, okay?
I'm still going to jail. I'm going to jail for a year.
Well, don't pick up money.
Should I left it on the grounds for someone else with a much more illegal, nefarious reason to have it? That was fun. Woo!
Yeah, true.
Is that Mick?
Yeah, woo!
Oh, that's a Ric Flair, man.
How's it going?
Mick Flair, yeah, Mick Flair. Woo! Whoa, Abdul, what are you doing over here?
I'm in prison. Woo! Just finished my time. Woo! Gotta go change. Woo!
Yeah, they're getting the political rivals. I got like, I don't know, 2 months.
Oh, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah, they just got me for the bill.
Really, man? I tried to.
Oh no, it's fine. No, yeah, I mean, you know what? I had already told them that I just found it on the ground. Yeah, I just told them that I just found it on the ground, and then they were like, "Really?" He said he gave it to you, and I was like,
I tried
shit.
to tell them that
I appreciate it.
I was giving you a ride.
Yeah,
and that
no.
you wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah, that's what I said, that you were just giving me a ride.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
right.
I've got a long time to go.
How much time
like
you got?
60 months.
You got 60 months? How long you been in here already?
I got like 30 more to go.
Oh man, how big was the fine?
5K.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad actually.
No, that's not bad.
I'm trying to get that officer's number. She knew who I was. She was like, "Zave, dude, you got a haircut." I was like, "Chill out."
You know, maybe next time we have drugs in the car, we're just leaving.
I mean, we should probably, we should have just took it slow. That's on me.
Oh man, that was great. RP, I know. Hey y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.